It's story time with Lee. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, yeah, it's story time with me. Hey, 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 boop, Okay, so my first story is about my after school experience. Well, one of my many after school experiences. My parents put me in an after school program when I was in about the fourth grade because my best friend and my neighbor Melissa had gone to this after school program, and it was right across the street from our house, and she had just had like rave reviews about it, and her mom was telling us about it. So we were like, all right, we're gonna go. So the thing about after school is people say, well, how do you have after school if you didn't have school in the first place? Anyways, so wow, it looks like I don't have a tooth. That's crazy. I do. It's the lighting. Freaking wow. Okay, that's way better. I have teeth. Okay. So, anyways, after school. So that's where I got a lot of my socialization from. Like the beginning years of my socialization, I learned what cliques were. I learned what bullying was. I learned a lot. I learned about that one teacher that just can't stand you. I learned about the one teacher that you loved. The favorite teacher. So anyways, Wednesday, basically the way after school went was you come in, you did a snack, you sit down, you do some homework. So my parents would give me homework, or else I would get to create my own homework, which is really fun for me. And then after you do your homework, you get to have some type of socializing time, kind of. Like, first of all, when you do your homework, you can't sit with your friends. So I went for socialization but didn't get to socialize for a majority of my day. And then depending on how you behaved earlier in the day, you earn like time to go outside and time to play. It was kind of like jail almost. Like you get to go outside for good behavior. Now that I think about it, like what the heck? I'm thinking like all the times that I've been in situations where like I want to be like social, it's usually a freaking crazy behind situation. But anyways, so one day we had taken a test because sometimes we would have class. If we didn't get to go outside and have fun, we had to be miserable and have class. So our class was a math class, and I was kind of new to the group, I guess you could say, but I still had friends and stuff. And so it was multiplication. And I was not a fan of multiplication, like math in general. I'm not going to say math wasn't my thing, but I just didn't like math. And it doesn't help that my math teacher there was this evil man. Like, he did not make math any more fun than it already wasn't. So, we took the math test, and everybody was quiet, and everybody was writing. And I was like, all right, I'm just going to apply myself. So I'm sitting there applying myself. And I just couldn't get it. Like, my mind, I was just so frustrated. I was really angry. Like, why are we doing math in an after-school program? Like, why am I taking a test? And that was the other thing. The fact that my parents unschooled me, because some homeschoolers, they do take tests. They take standardized tests. They take Regents. They take, what else did they take? They take SATs, whatever you got to take, right? My parents they built my unschooling experience so that my unschooling experience so that I didn't have to take any tests. So the fact that I was taking this test was like, what? My parents don't even test me, so why are you testing me? So all I remember was coming home, and the next day I went into after school. So I'm gonna just like blank the rest of that out because it's kind of fuzzy and I don't want to lie. So I remember coming home that night, and then my parents would have this thing called 30 minutes, right? So I used to come home from after school and be rambunctious as heck. Like, I used to have all this energy, and I used to just, they would need a chill pill, and I would need a chill pill. So my parents would tell me to go in my room for 30 minutes and just breathe, read, watch TV, whatever, but decompress from all them little crazy kids at after school that had rubbed their energy off on me. I need to get out of my system in my room and not get in trouble and annoy them and annoy myself. So the next day I went to after school, and I was sent home with a letter. Now, once again, typical like school experience, right? When kids get sent home with letters, they don't tell their parents, right? Well, I didn't get the memo. Thanks, friends who were in public school. You didn't tell me you're not supposed to give your parents the letter. Parents, the letter from your program. So I gave them the letter from my program. They opened it up, and they came in my room, and they were like, Atia, what is this? So enclosed in the letter was my test. The thing about my test was I never quite finished it. I kind of vandalized it, actually. So I just wrote like zeros all over, and I was like, I failed, and I hate math. Like, I went in. Oh, my nails are chipped. Gotta do them. But anyway, so I went in, like, I was going in. So they were just talking to me about it, and I was just telling them I don't do tests, and I felt like I just felt like, I don't know. I know why I had the anger inside me and why I didn't want to take a test, because it just wasn't logical in my mind as to why they had me taking a test when, like, it's an after school program. I'm not supposed to be having fun, but, you know, hey, to each his own. So yeah, that's my crazy experience. I guess a school like experience when the teacher sends home a note to the parents, and then the parents read it, and I didn't get in trouble. Thank God for the parents I have. I didn't get in trouble. It was like a learning experience, and I'm kidding, it was a learning experience. And yeah, I never vandalized my test again. Didn't see me doing that on the GED.